A bipartisan group of state senators and assembly members say they're concerned about the unclear future of California's fuel supply. In a letter to the state's Energy Commission, lawmakers are demanding answers. ABC 10 State Matters political reporter Jenny Hudd joins us now to explain what questions are on the table. Jenny.
This effort is beyond the politics. The Bipartisan Problem Solvers Caucus sent out the letter saying even legislators aren't sure if California has months, weeks, or days worth of fuel in-house.
We are demanding an emergency plan to deal with this fuel crisis.
California may not be prepared for a short-term fuel crisis, and the public deserves to know the truth.
California legislators demanding answers from the state's energy leaders. How many days worth of supply does California have for gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel?
Because today, legislators and the public don't know if we have weeks of supply or days of supply.
In a letter to the California Energy Commission and Air Resources Board, legislators say California's economy and military and emergency response readiness are all at risk, given dwindling in-state oil drilling and refining capacity and increased reliance on foreign imports.
We continue to be vulnerable to gasoline and jet fuel shortages as California relies on imports of refined gasoline and crude oil.
What makes the situation trickier? For decades now, California has had a special, more environment-friendly gasoline blend only our refineries and certain other countries can produce. Countries now impacted by the war in the Middle East.
India, Singapore, South Korea, and China. Their ability to make fuel has been severely impacted, and it directly impacts us.
Asked about the letter, a CEC spokesperson says California will have enough gasoline through May. What happens after that is still unclear. The agency says it anticipates increased imports in June as the market adapts to the war in Iran and refining resumes in the Asian countries from which we import. CEC says California has ample diesel and that high costs are a result of the global market, not a state supply issue. On jet fuel, CEC says while California, like the global market, is experiencing a shortage with the war in the Middle East, fuel supply remains sufficient.
If the state has a plan, show it. If there are thresholds, define them. If there are risks, be honest about them. Because gas isn't a luxury in California. It's how people get to work.
And the price of the fuel doubles and triples, and then everything else, food and everything goes up correspondingly with all of these prices. People are suffering big time.
And Governor Newsom's office says they're aware of the letter. A spokesperson says, quote, the ill-prepared war with Iran by President Trump and Republicans in Congress are fueling higher gas prices. The office also says the CEC is working with members of the governor's state agencies to assess near-term risks and options on fuel supply. Laura.
All right, Jenny, thank you.